However, you didn't take such an action that would be considered normal. You behaved in a way that would hide your memory loss. To be honest, I don't see why. However, if your absurd actions had an absurd reason, I can understand somewhat. And that reason is something like out of a fairy tale. This spirit, as you called it, told you to do this. And I listened to it, because I was a blank slate with 0 memories. When he says it like that, it sounds more like I'm an evil spirit possessing your body. Orion, you couldn't be evil, but you are a bug in my brain. There are other things that concerned me. After losing your memories, you would always focus your gaze somewhere else while you were thinking. Spirit, bug, alcohol, whatever. Your gaze wouldn't shift from that place for a while. It was a strange habit. But I can understand why if you happen to be looking at something I couldn't see. Ah, I get it. Whenever I start talking like this, you always look at me. Anyway, setting aside the question of whether this spirit is really a spirit or not. Orion can henceforth be vodka. I can fully understand the explanation that you are able to perceive an absurd being similar to that. Huh, that was unexpected. His reasoning was unexpected too. He kind of figured out I had amnesia. I mean, I can't words, but there's a thing. Yes. He's just a weird person. Also, it seems that the spirit is becoming more distant the more your memories are stimulated. The cerebral cortex is the part of the brain that stores what we call memories. Did he just start a difficult topic? No, Orion. I can follow this. I have faith in me. And if you're able to remember these memories via various stimuli, that means there's no damage to your cerebral cortex. And there are no issues with the memories you've made after the start of your amnesia. We can assume there's no damage to the frontal lobe responsible for recalling memories, or the hippocampus responsible for organizing memories. It's okay, I'm just crazy. The only issue present is that you can't recall memories from the past that you should know. For example, if the cerebral cortex is a wardrobe and the hippocampus is a table upon which you lay memories out after removing them from the wardrobe. The only thing the spirit is impeding is the opening of the old drawers in that wardrobe. You didn't need to dumb it down, but thank you. If we think about your experiences until now, and the spirit becoming more distant as memories are regained, opening those old drawers causes the spirit clinging to them to be thrown off. It doesn't matter which old drawers are opened, however it doesn't seem that the newer drawers are included. So, spirit, is my explanation correct? Wait, is he asking me? I don't know that. If you have an answer, Spirit, write it down on a piece of paper. I'd like to communicate through writing. Can you write, Orion? Communicate through writing? Me? With Kent? Right, it's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet me. Listen, Spirit, I'm requesting an answer in regards to the assumptions I have just explained. I don't know if that's correct or not. It doesn't seem to be a smart being. You don't need to insult him to his face. He can hear you, Kent. Yeah, be quiet. However, this is a very human response. It seems there really is another being inside your head. How is he so calm through all of this? In that case, I should try to interact with it more humanely. Humanely. It's nice to meet you, Spirit. Probably the first person to greet you. You really are. What a surprise. You're surprised. You seem to be a cheerful character. Anyway, Spirit, do you wish to leave her body as soon as possible? I didn't question the things in the last Tinker, but I'm questioning this. What? Of course I do, but I was too worried to leave before finding someone she can trust. I see, so I'm not someone that can be trusted. I think you can be trusted, but you're going to be leaving to study abroad soon. That's true. I see, so that's why it doesn't seem like you have much enthusiasm for recovering her memories. Well, I do want to recover them, but it hasn't been going well. But I definitely want her to recover everything one day and return to her normal life. And I just wanted to avoid rushing and putting her in a bad situation. Sure, I'll be gone once we separate, but she still has to live out her life afterwards. I see. It seems your spirit is a very kind-hearted spirit. If you'd like to recover those memories more quickly, I can think of several ways I could help. I could talk of memories to provide her with the adequate stimulation, and I could also get in touch with Sawa, Toma, and the others to do so. Creating new drawers of memories would be another way to utilize their cooperation. It seems you haven't remembered many memories up until now. If that amount is enough to make the spirit start fading away, it shouldn't be too difficult to free the rest of the drawers. If you desire it, I'll promise to continue helping you after I return from abroad. Thanks! No, that's only natural. I'm sorry for being so upset yesterday. Even if you leave me as a result of regaining your memories. I promise I'll do what I can to make sure there are no difficulties in your life. Yeah, he's a nice guy. So don't worry, you can rely on me. I think it's a good thing that you're her boyfriend, Kent. I see. Thank you. I need to do my best to live up to those words. Why does he want it written down? For evidence that I'm crazy? We're here. We're pretty used to coming over to Kent's house now. Doorbell. Hello? Huh? Wait, who's this? My, and who are you? Oh, could she be Kent's mom? Nobody's ever home, so this is the first time we've met anyone else. Mother, she's someone I know. We'll go with that. Oh, Kent, I didn't know you were coming to answer the door. She's my guest. More importantly, don't you have a cold? Why did you get up? QNX 933, you too. Are you feeling okay already? You don't have to force yourself to visit. My, how kind. Is she your girlfriend? Kent's mother would know. Mother, just return to bed. Am I right? Well, yes. Ah, dear. You never told me you had a girlfriend before. Why didn't you say anything? You should introduce us. We aren't at the stage where I need to introduce her to my parents yet. You should stay over for dinner tonight. I'll tell my husband to come home early too. Oh boy, free dinner. And meeting of parents, but this one seems nice. So I'm okay with this. Mother, she's only just recovered, and you took time off work too. You should just go back to bed. I'm fine now, so is that okay with you? It's what moms do. It's just how it is. I'm not sure which one. Thanks, Kent's mom. Sorry about this, QNX 933. If you don't feel well at any point, feel free to go back home. Yes, just don't push yourself. Mother, you're the one who's pushing herself. Well, obviously. They always want grandchildren. But it's rare for me to have time off of work like this. You'll be going abroad soon, so you might not have many more chances to see her. More water, please. Why, thank you, me. That was delightful water. You should make good use of an opportunity, and it would be efficient to introduce ourselves properly today since we've just met. Your father would agree too. Well, that's true, but... This entire family is full of rational thinkers. I think that's a good thing. I like them. Regardless, standing around here isn't good for someone in your condition. Come in. Ah, yes, of course. Please come right in. I'll go make some tea. You should go to bed. Well, will Kent make tea? I kinda want the tea. Sorry for the surprise. My mother's rarely at home, but she wasn't feeling well today. She may appear well, but she had a fever of 38 degrees Celsius. That's probably a lot. Oh, you likely don't know this. My mother is a lawyer, and my father researches mathematics at a university. They're both busy and are rarely at home. In fact, before I started dating you, I spent most of my time at the university as well. Now I'm staying at home as often as I can. I just thought it would be easier for you to visit here. Do I not exist? It still says I'm streaming. Alright, as long as I still exist. Existing is nice. For now. Maybe not later, but for now. However, it's also true that some work can't be done outside the university. I don't have many days left. I was actually planning to go there this afternoon. I'm sorry, but it might be difficult to meet with you until the conference is over. Oh, 38C is a light fever? Alright. Although you probably don't mind, I'm the one who wants to see you. Do your best. Also, there's one more thing I wanted to tell you. You've already come all this way today, but I'd like it if you didn't walk around outside alone anymore. Especially with that very creepy guy whose name... Ukyo. Creepy Ukyo. Someone should accompany you, especially when you're out late or in areas without many people around. Hooray! Maru exists again! Kent was just telling me not to wander around because, Ukyo might kill me. I don't know. He didn't mention Ukyo, but I remember Ukyo. He's creepy. And now he has mentioned Ukyo. Seeing how you don't have memories, there's a chance he'll try to take advantage of Reasons unknown. It would be preferable if you check to make sure he's not around before you go somewhere. At least for a week. Is that it? Just 1 week? He even showed up where you work very frequently. I can't say for sure that he isn't planning to take advantage of you, so it's best to be cautious. Ooh, there goes my voice again. I'm not giving up. I want to know this story. Although, if you're feeling nervous about it, you might find the constant looking around to be more tiring. I might just be worrying more than necessary because I can't always be at your side. And even less so now. Anyway, just stay here for today. Starting tomorrow, I'll make arrangements with Shousaphine and the others to provide you with information. I'm sure you'll want to regain your memories as soon as possible. Thanks, Kent. If you hear information from them, you might begin to remember things. But to be honest, I'm afraid because I can't be certain of what you'll remember. It's okay, Kent. We already made new memories, and that's probably good enough. Probably. It might just be an excuse that I'm busy preparing for the conference. In a way, I don't want to see the gradual change in your attitude towards me once you remember everything. He's so sad. Look at his little sad face. But I still know it's selfish of me not to want you to remember those things, since they are yours to remember. Don't hold back for my sake. Go and reclaim your memories. I wonder if you'd really start to dislike Kent if you remembered everything. Don't know. Never had amnesia before, I think. What have you forgotten? What happened between you and Kent? I really doubt anything would make you start disliking him at this point. I mean, maybe. You don't remember anything. I guess we have no idea what will happen when you do remember. Oh, they seem nice. I don't see any unnecessary buckles. Maybe one. He wears gloves to eat? Who wears gloves to eat? Go right ahead. Eat as much as you want. Thanks, Kent's mom. But didn't she have a cold? What's with this elegant meal? Mother, it seems she's shocked in thinking that you made this. Oh dear, I'm sorry. Our meals are mostly takeout or catered. My husband, Kent, and I are hardly at home. There's not much meaning in cooking meals every day since it's beyond our necessity. I don't think this is a matter of necessity. This is obvious for prioritizing efficiency. If you think about our working wages per hour, it's far cheaper to order food than to make it ourselves. Wages per hour? You're converting the time to prepare food into an amount of money? Yes, I would too. I only cook sometimes. And taking a meal's nutritional value into consideration, food carefully prepared by professionals is far more balanced than something I could make last minute. That's a good point if you're not in America. This is also far more effective to expand our son's palate. And that's why we prefer not to prepare food ourselves. I realize this is fairly unusual, but do you understand our reasoning? I can totally see why Kent turned out the way he is. Still, you're quite a lovely young lady. Yes, as we'd expect from our son. Well, one's genes attract others most optimal for combination with one's own. This isn't a surprise at all. I mean, it's true, but that's a weird statement to bring up during dinner. Of course! We fully believed you would bring a lovely young lady home, Kent. I'm not sure if I chose the optimal genes or not. Your brain knows? Maybe? Is that so? By what could you possibly feel dissatisfied? I'm not dissatisfied, but she might be. This is a weird dinner conversation. Can I go home? Are you two fighting? Not since I lost my memories. It's great. That's not really it. It's okay. Romantic emotions are instinctual for the survival of a species. It'll turn out fine in the end. Yay! Young lady, Kent may be a little stubborn, but he's an excellent son. Even if you and Kent have a disagreement, I believe it would be of value to consider a future with him. Wow, that's fast. We've been dating for like less than a month. While our household may have nothing of real merit to pass down, I can guarantee the chance of you having any discomfort in your life is extremely low. Oh, also don't worry. We don't have any intentions of interfering with your time together. Those are not the kind of issues she's concerned with. However, such terms are very important in marriage, although I can understand why you may prioritize emotions over those. We aren't at that stage yet. This is why I said I didn't want to introduce you yet. Anyway, you don't have to say anything concerning our dating. I'll handle this myself. Well, I suppose it's another important point for a man to prove his qualities. That was weird. That was a strange dinner. Kent's family is interesting, but they're also kind of weird. Strange, interesting, weird. Couldn't have said it better myself. Although Kent's the same way. Somehow I didn't expect that. Are you tired? I'm sure about the sudden change of... Sorry about the sudden change of plans. Let's just walk back slowly. Yes, Kat, there are. Actually, compared to those parents of his, Kent seems a lot more like a normal human. No, his parents actually seemed pretty normal. I mean, they had a weird dinner conversation, but it was mostly normal. There's part of Kent that doesn't just work based off reason. He's got some feelings. Huh? QNX 933. Do you feel the same way? Before, I employed the same reasoning as my parents do. It's natural to select the optimal woman for species preservation. The emotional change known as love occurs, and that leads to marriage. Yeah. But ironically, the woman who I favored disliked me. Scientist normal, yeah. I feel as though I'm not in control, and I keep making mistakes. Welcome to humanity! It may even affect my preparations for the most important and life-changing event of my academic career. Is this really what my genes are commanding me to do? In that case, genes are defective. It's okay, everybody's are. Either that or I may just have to admit that there's no rational reason behind love. Just as you said. I've been thinking on this a lot lately. Do I want to say I'm right, or do I want to reassure him? And is that even correct? You know what? QNX 933 is right. She's wrong, but she's right. No. This is hard. I don't know. I'll reassure him. Are you saying that my genes really did find their optimal partner? And that means I can believe there's a chance of things going well between us. QNX 933. If you say something like that, I'll start developing expectations. Hooray! I picked the right choice! Well, even if our genetic pairing is suitable. I mean, there's lots of pairs. It doesn't have to be perfect. Actually, getting that pairing to succeed might still be based on the amount of effort we invest. Hooray! Memories and stuff. Yay. Shut up, Orion. You're not allowed to be bored. The next chance we'll have to see Kent is probably the conference on the 25th. Nah. I don't need randomizing. My brain will do all the work for me and I'll press the buttons and it'll be fine. Yeah, it's his big moment. You wouldn't want to miss it. But you were told not to go outside alone. And is a math conference really something that outsiders can attend? I'm sure Kent is really busy, so he wouldn't want to bother him. It's okay, Orion. We have internet. Oh, right. I wonder if Ikki's going. I don't want to talk to him. He's weird. You exchanged numbers with Ikki before. Maybe you can message him. I don't want to talk to him. Wow, he's quick at responding. But I don't want to talk to him. It's okay, I'm going to be there helping out, so I'll make sure you can get in. Oh, should I go pick you up from your place while I'm at it? He's so nice and devoted. This is kind of a breath of fresh air. No, don't like Ikki. We're so used to awkward interactions with Kent, I'm almost worried that we're being tricked. Anyway, wanna ask him? Let's reply. I guess I have no choice. By the way, is this a secret from Ken? I'd be more than happy to help make him jealous. Knew it. Oh, stop. You really will get super jealous. Are you hesitating? Are you really thinking that you want him to get jealous? No. Yeah, I think that's for the best. It seems like Kent is really sensitive when it comes to Ikki. If you make him jealous just because, it could turn into a huge ordeal. You don't need to test Kent like that. We're already sure that he likes you. What, you won't do it? Then I'll just tell him we'll be going together. Okay, this is none of my doing. This is Ikki's doing. Maybe I should just stay home. Or ask Sawa. Anyway, that settles our plans for 3 days from now. The issue now is what we should do these 3 days. Kent was saying that he talked to Sawa and the others. I wonder what he told them. It's Sawa! Speaking of which, you're getting a call from Sawa. Oh, hello? It's me. Hey, I just heard a really interesting story from Kent. You're going to be in a movie about your college life? Wow, that's a really weird lie. He said to talk to you about any events that may have left an impression. Is it true? I see. An autobiographical movie. Great idea, Kent. Although he'll probably just say that was an obvious idea. It's hard to think of events that left an impression on you. I've been thinking for a while about things that have happened, but nothing really stands out. Maybe Kent's study group left the biggest impression. Yes! Tell us more! Amazing! It sounds like we'll be able to gather new information from the comfort of our home. Never have to leave. Never get to hang out with Sawa and Mine. Gotta stay inside. Can I just sleep for 3 days? Let's see, I think that all started when you, Mine, and I talked after work one day. She was going after guys like she usually does, and the three of us got really carried away. Ah, I remember that day, apparently. Hooray! I'll just block out Sawa while I have this strange memory again. Sawa, Mine, and I planned out the study group while laughing and walking. I like laughing. It feels like a positive emotion. Mine went to a different university, but we knew her from work and got along well. Apparently there was a really handsome guy at her school, and the plan was to have him teach the study group. But the person who actually taught the class was one of his friends. He was really different, unlike anyone I had met before. He tried to explain everything through reason, and it was surprising to me. Surprising that I had met my first robot, Beep Boop. I was really taken aback, and I started thinking that I wanted to talk to him more. Because I want to see if robots can feel emotions, and other such robot things. Right, I was really shocked when I met him on that path to the cemetery, through the cemetery. After that, I started talking to Kent every morning. And then what happened? Sorry, that's all I can remember. I'll call you if I remember anything else. I'll try talking to Mine, Toma, and some of the other people at school. The news that you're making a movie is going to spread pretty far. That's why lying is a bad idea, unless you actually make a movie. In which case, it's not a lie. You heard a lot of stories, but your memories didn't come back. I mean, one did. Maybe it wasn't enough. Wait, did you remember something? And I just didn't see it? I see. So our senses aren't completely connected anymore. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. That makes sense. Lately, you've been remembering all kinds of things. I'm glad, although it's a little lonely for me. But it doesn't seem like you got dizzy, and you seem happy too. Did a good memory come back? It was a neutral memory. I kind of wanted to see it too. What kind of memory was it? Can you tell me? Neutral. It was neutral. I don't know how to make a game, and I don't think QNX 933 is making a game. She's a psychology major. That much I remember from the beginning. Oh, you have a visitor. Be right there. Ah, it's Shin and Toma. Looks like they came to see you. What's with the belts? How do you feel? I figured we could talk about the movie and visit you at the same time. Wow, word of that movie is really getting around. Sawa probably talks to a lot of people. She seems like someone who would be friends with everybody. I wonder if you could really just say, I quit, in a cutesy way and get away with it later. You seem to be doing fine. Want to go outside? Doesn't feel right to enter the room of a girl living alone. Are you stupid? We're here to visit. We can't take her outside. She needs to rest. What does Toma know? You're the idiot, Toma. You worry way too much. That was 3 days ago, wasn't it? You seem fine now. It would be better to walk around a bit. You know, E10, I think that's probably it. The belts keep his head on. Probably. Yes. We'll go with that. What will you do? Sorry for showing up all of a sudden just to tell you this, but don't push yourself. Well, your body is fine already, right? If it wasn't for the thing with Ukyo, we'd love to get some fresh air outside. But if these two are with you, there shouldn't be anything to worry about. Maybe you should talk about Ukyo. Maybe. Do I get a choice? 10 minutes later. Who's that? Sounds suspicious. Oh, you've never met Ukyo before? Nope. What, does he visit Meido a lot? I saw him often until recently. He's got long hair, with kind of an androgynous face. He really stands out. You'd notice if you saw him. Nope. Never seen him. I don't like this. He only visited on days when QNX 933 was working. Really? Weird. We're never on the same shift. That's probably why I've never seen this guy before. Ugh, creepy. That might be the case. He was always asking for her to take his orders. Double creepy. Yes, Orion, that is scary, but mostly creepy. He didn't seem like a bad person, though. I wonder what he was doing. What are you talking about? He was definitely targeting her. You guys, I'm right here. We can talk together as a group. You don't have to leave me out. I don't get your overly trusting, see the good in everyone attitude. And you doubt everyone too much. I have been both of those people. Right now, I think I'm somewhere in the middle, but maybe a little more on the trusting side, unless it's video game characters, in which case I'm suspicious of everybody, except Orion for some reason, but he's a bug in my brain and there's nothing I can do about it, so I kinda had to. That was a long explanation. I'm gonna drink some water. That sure was water. I feel better. Oh, I heard a rumor that a regular customer stopped coming because of an issue with the love triangle. Was that the same guy? Ah, that's right. It was a rumor like that. Right. Now that I think about it, Sawa was all excited about it. But there's no love triangle. None whatsoever. Right, QNX 933? I was actually thinking that rumor was kind of credible. What? Why? Oh, I see. Did the guy look like he was seriously that in love with her? Yeah, he did. He was always looking over at her. Guys, seriously, I'm right here. You can talk to me. Or am I taking notes for my movie? He'd kind of gaze at her, have this happy, sad look on his face. I wonder what it was. It was a complicated expression. It's almost like a look you'd have when talking with someone about old memories. Although I don't know why. Well, regardless, I seriously do think that he was in love. That doesn't make it a love triangle. She said that too. It would seem so. Sounds like it was one-sided. Could have been a pervert. But I haven't seen him lately. Even had a talk with the manager about it. Maybe he changed his strategy. You should be careful, like your boyfriend said. That's why you two are my bodyguards today. Seems like he really treasures you. That's good. Thanks, guy I met once. Why didn't you like him before? He seems like a nice guy. Because he's a robot. See, that's none of our business. It's personal. What? Doesn't seem like a problem. If she thinks I'm being nosy, she can tell me herself. You hold back too much from all that worrying, Toma. Is it weird to like someone you didn't before? I don't think so. That's normal, as long as you're not overly narrow-minded. Shin actually disliked me for the longest time. Wait, aren't you guys brothers? Didn't somebody say that? Maybe you're just friends, I don't know. See, it's fine. It's pretty normal to start liking someone you disliked once before. Sure is, right? That's reassuring. Anyway, about that movie, we were told to talk about old memories we've had with you. Please do. This is going so smoothly. All those hard times we went through alone together are like a dream now. I don't think so, E10. I'm just gonna make a guess. It's all thanks to Kent. It really is nice to have someone around who can lend you their strength. I've been thinking. No matter what happened in the past, we'll never forget how kind he's been to us. Technically true. Unless another bug flies in my brain. Shoot. How many of you guys are there? I wonder if Kent has any intention of sharing what happened with you two before. Hooray! Another day! Oh, you have a visitor. Who could it be today? That's where I get scared and think it's Ukyo. Where would we run? Wait, it's Kent? Oh. Why is he here? The conference is tomorrow. Is he done preparing? Maybe he's nervous and he wanted a shoulder to cry on. I guess you should just open the door for now. Mind if I come in for a while? I was contacted by Sawa. It seems things are progressing. How much have you remembered? What did you remember and what did you think about? Do you still think it's okay to talk to me? You won't try to run me off. No, it'll be fine, Kent. Is it okay for me to be away from you now? While I'm away, will you start thinking that you don't want to see me anymore? It seems a male friend of yours visited yesterday, and Sawa said he really helped cheer you up. There were two of them! What kind of relationship do you two have? Is he able to provide something to you that I can't? What's going on? He seems really flustered. I forgot about the jealousy thing. They brought it up just a second before and I already forgot. I already know that you're a woman who can form friendships with men as well. Friends are friends, nothing more than that. I understand that, yet I start thinking that I could lose you and it's dreadful. You remember things I don't want you to remember. Someone else beside me will ease your pain. I start to think that, even at this very moment, you dislike me just like you did before. I can't stop thinking about such ideas, and I can't do anything. Oh, Kent, you're so silly. I refuse to have you come over yet. Yet in the end, I couldn't help but come here and check on you. This is ridiculous. I'm starting to dislike myself. Can't you talk too much? But still, I couldn't just sit by and do nothing. Tell me, QNX 933, what did you remember? I think it'll be fine no matter what I remember. But I'm starting to suspect that you ran over my dog for some reason. I hope that's not the case. Don't worry, Kent. Is that really true? You can say that with certainty, that regardless of what you remember, nothing will change. Even if you remember that you disliked me before, you could still talk to me like this. When I think that I could make you cry again, I become so afraid and confused. I'm sorry. And I think it'll be okay too. At the very least, you think it'll be okay right now. And that thought gives me a little bit of courage. Kent, we've been dating for like 24 days. I mean, a little more than that, but I remember 24 days. And these are new memories and they're okay. So it'll be okay. Hey, QNX 933, would you mind telling Kent what I'm about to tell you? There's something I want to tell him. As an outsider, there's something that might be helpful to hear from my perspective. Ready? What is it? The spirit wants to talk? Kent. No matter what she remembers, I believe that she won't look at you the same way as before. You know that, right? QNX 933. She's seen the kind side of you this whole time. It isn't the same as before. And all she knew was your crabby and unsociable self. This is just my opinion, but I think that she truly does like you now. That's just my view, though. But I've been at her side this entire time, so I doubt I'm mistaken. QNX 933, I want you to write this down, too. He has another message, apparently. Then, let me repeat. From my point of view, I believe that she truly does like you now, Kent. I don't know her true feelings, and I know even less about how she felt before losing her memories. Jeez, Orion. Can you make this shorter? But regardless of how she felt before, she's gained something over the last few weeks. I've also learned that she's not very honest with her own feelings either. Really? I thought I was honest this whole time. It wouldn't be easy for her to start disliking you. You were the same, right, Kent? Before losing her memory, she had a pretty cold attitude towards you. But you didn't start to dislike her for it, right? Or do you really think that if there was one thing you didn't like, you'd start disliking each other for it? Exactly, Kent. Exactly. I truly believe that her attitude was irritating. I didn't dislike her for it. I was constantly annoyed, but I still liked her. I always wanted to hear her voice, even if it was just her contempt. Man, humans are weird. It's okay, Kent. I'm crazy too. There's a bug in my brain. Maybe, but I think she feels the same way now. Just checking, but this really was a message from that spirit, right? You're not writing this yourself? No, you don't have to nod in such desperation. I believe you. I was just checking to be sure. I fully understand the spirit's good intentions. However, since this opinion isn't her own, I can't use this as a proper reference. Wait, what? There's more I wanted to say. What I'm trying to say is, don't be afraid of being disliked. You need to talk to her about everything you're worried about. And as long as she can't remember, even if she does like you, she won't be able to say it without absolute certainty. And you just remain in limbo, Kent. That's why you should tell her about what happened in the past. The thing you don't want her to know. It'll probably be okay. I mean, that's the choice I picked previously, so... Unless I get a choice again, I have no choice. Sorry, but I don't have enough determination at the moment. I'll consider it for the future. Is that enough for now? Okay, I got it. Just think about it. Thank you, QNX933. Sorry for butting in like that. But as long as your feelings aren't settled, and Kent holds on to this misunderstanding, this situation won't be able to improve. I think you both need to gather up some courage. Anyway, I want you to do your best at the conference tomorrow. We'll both come to watch. He can find it at a yellow star, Maru. You'll come to watch? Would you even be able to understand the contents of my thesis? Probably not. No, we wouldn't really understand, but... This is a matter of support. We'll be there to cheer you on, even if we don't get what you're talking about. Right, QNX933? And there goes my voice again. So as soon as this day is over, I'll probably quit the stream. In other words, I've got another assignment. I need to explain it in a way that even you'll understand. No, you don't. It's fine. I'll return to the university. Now that I have a goal, I believe I'll be able to concentrate. You can look forward to tomorrow. I may have to improvise, but I'll stand on stage and explain it as if I'm speaking directly to you. Well, thank you, Kent. And he's off. That's great, QNX933. Let's cheer him on. And the day is over, so the stream is over. Save button. See, I learned how to save. 4-hour stream. Thanks everybody for making it here and putting up with my constant water sipping and complaining about my voice. It really is my fault. I overdid it like before I started streaming, and then I streamed anyway. So thanks for putting up with it, and hopefully this whole microphone situation worked out for itself, because I moved it from the side of my desk to the back of my desk because it's on a desk arm. Microphone arm. Desk microphone arm. Anyway, thanks for showing up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for existing because you're all cool people. And I'll see you next thing I do if you show up. And if you don't, that's cool too. So bye!